Hello everyone, welcome to Classic Entertainment Channel. This is your narrator Shah, and we are gonna start the next chapter of I Know, which we could say is the second last chapter of this thriller-based story written by Maren, Miya, Mary. So let's start this. Chapter 5. Hearing those words, he tightened his grip and dragged her to the backyard and left her hand. Anna falls to the ground. He took out a gun from his pocket that he took from his father's study and pointed at her. Anna saw him shockingly. It was unbelievable for her that the guy she loved a lot, that she trusted a lot, that she thought she would die without, with whom she spent the best moment of her life, is going to kill her. "I'm sorry, I never want to, but you made me do this," he said. Devin, no," Anna cried. "Sorry, Anna, but there is no option left for me," he said painfully. Devin's family had returned from the picnic. They were about to stay here for 2 weeks, but returned in a week as Devin's mother was missing him. They didn't tell Devin about it, as they wanted to surprise him. They unlocked the house with a spare key and entered. They noticed the place was a little bit messy. Before they could call Devin, they heard a loud sound that came from the backyard. On hearing, they ran to the backyard and saw Devin standing with a gun in his hand and a teenage girl whom they know as Anna, Devin's friend, lying on the ground in blood. For a few moments, they were not able to speak. "Devin!" Dia cried. Devin turned and saw his family. In shock, the gun dropped from his hand. He ran to his mother. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to," he said in a low voice. Dia ran towards Anna. "Devin, what did you do?" his father said with a shock. "Dad, I'm sorry. Please help me. I'm sorry." Devin started crying loudly. "She needs help. We should call an ambulance," Dia told her parents and was going inside, but Devin stopped her. "No, please, don't call anyone," Devin begged. "Are you serious? Can't you see that her condition is critical?" Dia said and took a few steps, but then her way was blocked by Devin, who stood in front of her. "Please, no, if you call then everyone know what I did." Dia ignored him and tried to go, but was stopped by hands holding her arm. "Mom," she said, unable to believe it. "Devin is right. We can't call an ambulance. Devin could land in trouble," her mother explained. She turned to see her dad, who was looking at her disapprovingly. "Please, sister, try to understand. It happened by mistake." Anna was lying there. She could not hear the conversation because in her ears, all of the Devin's words were echoing. The thing he said on their first meeting, on their first date. Her pain was increasing and she was feeling a burden on her heart, which was increasing with every moment that passed. And with every second, pain of the injuries were becoming severe. A moment came when the injuries' pain started hurting less, and it was going away, but the pain in her heart remained the same. She saw her mom, father, and Danny. They were saying something to her, on which she smiled a little. Devin and his family were nowhere. Finally, there was no pain, not of heart, not of injuries, and she realized she is falling into the deepest of slumbers. Dia stood stunned at how Devin and her mother were stopping her from saving Anna's life, but got more shocked when her father started defending Devin too. "Unbelievable! Don't you understand? Her condition is getting critical. She needs treatment. Can't you see how much blood she had lost? Instead of saving her life, you are defending her murderer? How could you? This girl could die." She turned and saw Anna breathing hard. She ran to her, sat near her, and tried to call her name, but Anna wasn't responding. It seemed like she could not hear her. She was somewhere else. A little curve appeared on her lips. Dia could not figure out what was happening until she saw Anna's eyes closed. Anna, open your eyes. Please open your eyes, she cried while shaking her. Her dad came near her, the body, and he checked. He turned pale. She's dead, he whispered. Hearing it, Devin started crying. Her mother was hugging him, and her father tried to console Dia, but she sat there all numb. Dia Scott, who was restless, seeing a drop of blood, who could not see a dead insect, was sitting near a dead body in a pool of blood, which was increasing with every second, and her clothes, lemon in color, were red, all drenched in blood. Mom, they would take me with them. They would arrest me, Devin cried, still hiding his face while hugging his mother. He was unable to look at the horrible scene. No, we could not let that happen, her mother said while moving her finger in his hair. No, Mom, they would. I don't want to go away from you, he continued. No one will take you away. Don't talk about it. I feel restless. Her mother consoled him. Her father looked at his wife. We should think something about it. But what? She asked. We need to cover every trace, her father explained. But what if they found? What if someone told them? Devin said after departing from her mother. No, they can't find it. Who would tell them? His father clarified. I would, Dia said without pause. They saw her in confusion. Yes, I would, she repeated, now standing in front of her family. Dia, no, you won't think about Devin, her mother explained. Did he think before killing her? Even now, instead of realizing what he did, he only cares of himself, she yelled. But he is your brother, her mother tried to hold her hand. She moved her hand back. And he is her murderer. Her father put his hand on her shoulder. Dia, forget all about it. It was a mistake. If anyone came to know, your brother could land in trouble. Maybe we all. So keep your mouth shut and listen to me. We don't know where is Anna Morgan. What happened to her? We don't know anything. Never mention her or this incident. Okay? Forget about it. Now go to your room, clean yourself and burn these clothes. Dia wanted to fight. Fight for the girl whom she could not save. Her head started spinning. I hope you like this episode, which was quite emotional, and how selfish Devin and his family were. Please do comment down below and just give us some review to the writer. She's hoping for some reviews from you guys, and we would love to hear about your opinion of our first thriller English story coming from the Classic Entertainment channel. And the last episode, which is quite shorter, inshallah is gonna come next week. Thank you.